everybody, it's Matthew Jackson here from 401k Maneuver, and in this video I'm talking about traditional 401ks versus Roth 401ks. Which one is right for me? At 401k Maneuver, we provide online professional account management for your 401k with the goal of supercharging its account performance. So stop leaving money on the table each and every year in the form of lost returns. Let us help you. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and the links to everything that I mentioned in this video you can find in the description box below. So let's jump right in. Planning for retirement may include choosing between traditional and Roth 401k plans. Now, unless you're a financial advisor or have spent a significant amount of time reading up on both, it may be difficult to understand the difference between a traditional 401k and a Roth 401k. But don't worry, we've got it covered for you. So keep listening to learn the difference between traditional and Roth 401k plans and discover why a Roth 401k may be a good fit for your retirement needs. Now, let's talk about the difference between a traditional 401k and a Roth 401k provision. Let's start with the traditional 401k plan. Now, the benefit of a traditional 401k is really tax deferral. In short, it means that when you defer money from your paycheck, it goes into your 401k on a pre-tax basis. This means that you're not actually paying taxes now on the money that goes into the 401k, and then it grows tax deferred. Then when you pull the money out, that's when you pay taxes. In fact, it'll be ordinary income tax. The basic idea is that you'll pay taxes in retirement when you're utilizing the money and possibly at a lower tax rate. When you take distributions in your retirement, you'll be paying taxes not only on what you originally contributed, but also on what the employer contributed in the form of a match or profit sharing. You'll also pay taxes according to the ordinary income tax rates on all of the growth of the money over all of the years that it's been in the traditional 401k. Now let's talk about Roth 401k. Essentially, the Roth 401k is a provision inside the traditional 401k. The key difference is that the Roth provision allows you to contribute after-tax money to your 401k. In other words, you go ahead and pay some taxes right now to put the money in your 401k. It grows tax-free, and when it comes time to take the money out, you don't pay taxes on any of it. Remember that when individual retirement accounts were invented years ago, one of the selling points was obviously the tax deduction. Well, the same is true with the traditional 401k. You're not paying taxes on a traditional 401k today, but you may be creating what might be a tax time bomb down the road. Even though the reason for contributing to a 401k plan versus other retirement vehicles is often the tax break you get up front, paying a tax on the contribution today with a Roth 401k, where all the growth is tax-free in the future, may likely be worth it when it comes to retirement. So just what is a Roth 401k? A Roth 401k is an employer-sponsored investment savings account that's funded with after-tax dollars. The Roth 401k hasn't been around too long. I mean, it came into effect on January 1st of 2006. And according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the plan commonly referred to as a Roth 401k really is a hybrid that combines features of Roth IRA and traditional 401k plans, but differs in important aspects. Employees who already have a regular 401k plan can participate in a Roth 401k if the employer offers it. Now, similar to traditional 401k plans, a Roth 401k is subject to contribution limits, but the limits are higher than the $6,000 annual limit for a Roth IRA. So what are the rules of a Roth 401k? Both traditional and Roth 401k plans have contribution limits based on age. For 2021, the Roth 401k contribution is $19,500 per year. However, individuals age 50 and older can give a catch-up contribution of up to $6,500 per year. As far as withdrawals from the Roth 401k, these are not taxed as long as they meet the qualified distribution criteria, which include having the plan for at least 5 years or because of disability or death or reaching the age of 59 and a half. The Roth 401k plan also requires you to take distributions starting at age 72. And finally, only the amount you contribute to the 401k goes in after tax. If you have an employee match, this matched money is treated like a traditional 401k and goes in pre-tax. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics explains if an employer provides a matching contribution to a Roth 401k, 2 accounts are set up for each participant. The first contains the employee's after-tax contributions that will be distributed tax-free. The second account contains the employer's before-tax contributions and any investment growth. These funds are taxable, make sure you remember that, when distributions occur. That means when you take money out. Let's make a note here. If your employer offers a Roth 401k provision, you can enroll in both the traditional 401k plan and take advantage of the Roth provision. Now, what are the benefits of a Roth 401k? From an investor's point of view, a Roth 401k is beneficial because individuals don't have to worry about paying taxes in the future as long as they've had the account for 5 years. More importantly, the money you contribute after tax is allowed to grow tax-free. So, who is a Roth 401k right for? According to Mark Sorensen, the founder and CEO of Royal Fund Management and 401k Maneuver, I believe everyone who has the opportunity should take advantage of the Roth 401k provision to enjoy tax-free money in the future. With that being said, the Roth 401k is particularly appealing to younger employees, especially those who expect to be in higher tax brackets later in life, end quote. Now, these individuals can potentially pay significantly less on their tax contributions today than they will if they have to pay taxes in a higher tax bracket during their retirement years. So let's say you're a Google employee and you got stock at $1. And as we all know, the price of Google's shares have gone way up. Would you rather that money be tax-free today or have to pay taxes based on its future worth? Or is it wiser to pay some taxes on it today and let the rest of the contribution grow tax-free? If you are closer to retirement age, it may also be wiser to consider a Roth 401k, especially if your company matches contributions. Remember, whatever you're deferring is after tax, but what your employer matches is pre-tax. So it may be wise to pay a little bit of tax today while the employer matches pre-taxed in order to have the growth of the money tax-free later in life. What steps should you take now? Well, if you're interested in a Roth 401k, speak to your HR department or your plan provider to find out if your company sponsors this type of savings plan. Unfortunately, many companies still do not offer this type of plan option. If your company does offer it, consider your future tax rate. And don't forget, it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can participate in both the traditional and Roth 401k plan. Want to maximize your 401k and keep more of your hard-earned money? Check out our no-cost guide, 5 mistakes you want to avoid with your 401k. Have a great day, everybody. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button to get a notification of our next uploaded valuable content.